Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and as you know, we have got the Oella Fusion coming up soon, and I am on the test server right now. So what we are going to do first in this video is we're going to talk about the potion requirements that you're going to want on your account, because obviously we are going to have to fuse 16 rares into 4 epics, and then those 4 epics into the Oella, because we have to level up those rares and ascend them, and then level up the epic and then ascend them to get our Oella. So first, we're going to talk about the potions, and I'll give you a little graphic that illustrates how many potions I recommend that you have of each of these different types so that you can prepare effectively. And then we'll jump on over to the main account and talk about everything going on here in Raid Shadow Legends as we head into the middle of the week to keep you in the loop. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so for Oella, what we are seeing from the Plarium artwork around the fusion and by the new champions that we're seeing here on the test server, the epic that is going to be fusing into Oella is going to be Maruka and Marauka, however you say that. But anyway, it's going to be 4 copies of her that fuse into Oella. So that is going to be the magic affinity epic that we have to worry about ascending. And then also for the rare champion, it is going to be, this is the new one here on the test server, so we can assume that it's going to be Shadow Bow Tierlock. That is going to be the rare. So we'll have Spirit rare that we have to ascend, and then we will have a magic epic that we have to ascend, and multiple copies of each to get into the Oella fusion being complete. And as you know, it would not be a Chosen Plays video without some sort of graphic or spreadsheet. So here we go. I have got this, and I will also include this down below if you would like to have this for your end. I'll include the picture in the video description and the pinned comment if you'd like to pull this up. But what I've got here is the recommendations for the potions that I think you should have going into the fusion. Now, these might be slightly above the bare minimum, but it is where I think you can feel good about your account and where you stand potion-wise heading into the fusion, because you know some of these keeps are only open on certain days, so it is important to know that we are prepared effectively for being able to complete the fusion. And I recommend 100 of these small arcanes, 120 of the medium arcanes, 15 of the big arcanes, 180 of the small spirit, 80 of the medium spirit, 100 of the medium magic, and then 30 of the large magic to feel good about where you stand heading into the Oella fusion. And before we hop on over to the main account, in terms of these epics and or this epic and this rare, there really isn't a whole lot to take note of. I mean, pretty decent to have a big decrease speed and scale with defense. There's nothing wrong with the epic. This is a decent epic. I don't think it's anything game-changing that you need to really worry about sacrificing, though. And the same with the rare. Like as far as rares are concerned, it's all right. Tanky as well, scales with defense. So, yeah, both of these are meh. They're okay. They could be all right for super early game and progression type teams for faction wars and stuff, but neither one of them is insanely noteworthy that's worth a dedicated video or anything to really keep you in the know on. Okay, and now we are back on the main account, and what we need to understand heading into this week, if we pull up the events calendar, you can see that this weekend is going to be the 10th, and we are going to have 2x voids. So prepare your account accordingly, make some room to pull some rares and epics and all of that. We'll probably be getting a champion chase or summon rush kind of event going on this weekend, and hopefully you'll have some voids left over. I know a lot of us are starved on resources, but as soon as we actually get the Oella Fusion calendar, I will obviously get a dedicated video out there so that you can plan effectively. And then also Plarium did put out a post, an official announcement over on Discord, which links to this update 6.50 highlights. And basically this is going to be talking about the blessings changes and then the new champions down below. We've got the rebalances between Vlad and Errol. From the polling that I did here on the channel, people were a little bit more excited for the changes to Vlad, and we are going to be needing to test his multipliers and retest him and see where he kind of shakes out. And then we've got the information here of the new champion, and then Ultin that works with her in tandem, and then the new epic and the new rare that will be part of the fusion. So this is all mostly stuff that you probably know by now. The most notable thing would be for the blessings. This is a massive L for Raid. This is being very, very negatively received. Only about 1 or 2 of these blessings were changed in a way that the players seem to think is fair and like. And the most notable thing is Brimstone getting really, really adjusted to not bring as much value for some of the low 1-star type content. So yeah, the most noteworthy thing here was the blessings being a huge L and very unfortunate, but you're going to be mostly in the know already probably about this update 6.50 post from Plarium this morning on Discord. Then as we transition to the game stuff going on, we will have a CVC launching on next Tuesday, so start preparing accordingly for that. And then we have also got the most notable thing of like the tournaments and events going on is probably this Fire Night tournament right here using only rare champions. So I'll get a dedicated video out today, maybe later this afternoon or so, talking about the options for a rare only team and a team that I will consider running. I mean, we do get a 3-day XP banner and an ancient shard and then some of the essence here, so it's not amazing, but it's also not like terrible. You know, if you've got like a realistic rare team you could put together, I could see it making sense to try and grind this a little bit, but nothing super amazing. You do want to prioritize preparing yourself for the fusion launching here in a couple days. The dragon tournament is going to be ending today, so what I did was scoop up the 500 coins here over on the right side because it was working in tandem with the 2x drop fever that you see up there in the top left, coinciding with the dragon tournament. And there's also going to be a tag arena tournament starting tomorrow. I know you're all super excited for that. Under the events, remember, you do want to upgrade a piece to level 12 every single day. You can see that up top it says points earned 0 out of 15. All you have to do to get your 15 points is upgrade literally, I think it's any artifact on your account to level 12, and it can even be level 8 already. So here we go. We got a speed boot that we want to roll. Let's upgrade this to level 12. And boom, there we go. And then when I back out and I go under the fusion warm-up event, now you'll see that up top I've got my 15 out of 15 points and scoop up my rewards and I'm done. So make sure you're doing that every day for the next couple days until you get the full 60 points, because it is a very realistic thing to acquire on your account for upgrading something to level 12. These fusion warm-up events are typically one of the cooler things that Plarium does for the player base. And that's most of the noteworthy stuff here in the tournaments and events. But something that is super noteworthy today is you want to make sure if you are on an account powerful enough to hit the Hydra keys are going to be resetting at the end of the day. So make sure, sometimes I have forgotten this, but make sure and hit your Hydra boss and spend those keys. It's better to at least spend them a little bit and get something rather than completely waste them into nothing. So then if we go over the shop, is there anything worth taking note of here? We got 2x voids coming, so we're either looking for void shards or things that will help us for the fusion. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything that really warrants a discussion. We already know this multi-battle pack, it's like slightly above average in value, but it's not anything crazy. These look a little bit expensive. Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. And the Doom Tower kit is a little bit on the expensive side as well. This is maybe like even a below average offer. So yeah, unfortunately, nothing super amazing in the shop today. And actually, while I was recording this video, shout out to David, one of my good friends, sent me this tweet on Discord, and this is pretty crazy. We have got a tweet coming out from the official Raid RPG account talking about the Great Hall will be reworked and expanded this year. Hey, wow, okay. Now what this video is, I paused it right here. It's like a bunch of these little clips with text on here, and it can be hard to kind of decipher, so we have to kind of pause it. You'll place at the top of several tournament leaderboards. You'll summon the legendary champion you always dreamed of. You'll summon the exact champion soul you need the most. Okay, your clan will you rise to the top of the Hydra will so yeah, this is like motivational speaking or something. I'm trying to And so it looks like this is like the nugget that seems the most important to me. The other stuff is just like kind of random motivational sentences. But the Great Hall will be reworked and expanded this year. That's kind of big news, I think. So yeah, kind of fun that came out while I was recording the video live here. So anyway, I will probably try to do a live stream today. I know I've got a collab with Echo Gaming, you know, a good friend of mine. So I got a bunch of moving parts going on today, but I'm gonna try to make a live stream work where we can hang out at some point today and be able to test out different things on the test server and show the Fusion champion in action and test some different compositions and answer some questions over there on the live tab. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.